Dr. Mazurski's voice, heavy with compassion, echoes through the sterile room. "Nina," he says, his gaze unwavering, "I see your pain, I understand the burden you bear." But even his wisdom cannot mask the gravity of her condition. The future stretches before them, a dark and daunting path. Waller's words hang in the air, chilling pronouncements laced with conviction. The princess, she declares, her voice devoid of emotion, is a harbinger of apocalypse. A future consumed by flames, a world crumbling under its own weight. This is the nightmare that fuels her every action. Nina's voice cracks, a tremor running through her carefully constructed facade. "What if we are wrong?" she whispers, the doubt etched into every syllable. The weight of their mission, the innocent lives hanging in the balance, threatens to shatter her resolve. Phosphorus, his eyes cold and calculating, speaks in a monotone devoid of empathy. "She doesn't understand," he states, his words dripping with indifference. The sanctity of life means nothing to him, only the cold logic of their mission. Edward's voice, strained with an unhealthy obsession, seeps into the sterile air. "She's strong," he insists, his eyes fixated on Nina's frail form. "We made a terrible mistake." The echo of denial reverberates through the room, a chilling testament to his warped reality. Lily's voice, laced with sorrow and disapproval, cuts through Edward's delusional pronouncements. "Don't say that," she pleads. Her eyes filled with pain. "We still could know, Lily. No. She's our baby girl. She's yours." Edward's voice, a menacing whisper laced with manipulation, seeps into the room. "Don't you dare," he hisses, his eyes glinting with possessive anger. The air thickens with tension, a palpable sense of control and coercion. Lily's voice, trembling but resolute, breaks free from Edward's grasp. "I love you, Edward," she whispers, her voice choked with emotion, "but you're torturing us both." The weight of truth crushes the fragile facade of their relationship. Dr. Mazurski's voice, filled with genuine concern and hope, offers a glimmer of normalcy amidst the chaos. "Honestly," he says, his eyes twinkling with kindness, "she's only known you as her child. Doctor, we would, of course, love to welcome Nina into Emberton Prep." The king's laughter echoes through the chamber, a chilling symphony of cruelty and power. "Fucking frog," he snarls, his voice dripping with malice. "Say ribbit, bitch." The air crackles with fear as his sadistic reign unfolds. Flag's voice breaks, a tremor of remorse shaking its foundation. You were wrong," he admits, his words heavy with the weight of his past actions. A flicker of hope ignites amidst the darkness, a potential for redemption. Mac's voice, strained and desperate, cuts through Flag's disillusionment. Damn it, John," he urges, his eyes pleading for action. "Do you have the address for Professor Macpherson?" The fate of their mission hangs in the balance. The laughter echoes, but this time it is tinged with despair. A symphony of broken dreams and a desperate plea for salvation. "I remember the day when I cried out for him," she whispers, her voice hollow with sorrow. "No one came running." Nina's letter, a fragile testament to innocence and longing, unfolds. Her words paint a poignant picture of love and displacement. "Dear Daddy," she writes, her pen scratching across the paper with hesitant strokes, "I love you more than anything in the world." The final line of Nina's letter hangs in the air, a poignant echo that reverberates through the silence. "But I do not belong." A sense of foreboding settles over the room, foreshadowing a future fraught with uncertainty. The king's laughter, a chilling symphony of sadism, fills the air. It is a sound that speaks volumes about his unyielding cruelty and the darkness that surrounds him. Nina's realization that killing the princess is the only way to save the world marks a turning point in her character arc. The weight of the world crashes down on her shoulders, and she understands with chilling clarity a sacrifice must be made. Her very soul is forged anew in the crucible of this decision. Waller's manipulation of Nina by appealing to her desire for acceptance and love sets the stage for tragedy. Like a spider weaving its web, Waller spins words of comfort and false affection, lulling Nina into a dangerous sense of security. This twisted bond becomes the very thing that will ultimately lead to her downfall. The news footage exposes Nina's true identity as a monster, fueling public fear and paranoia. The world watches in horror as Nina's carefully constructed facade crumbles, replaced by the monstrous truth. Her face, once familiar, becomes a symbol of terror, igniting a firestorm of suspicion and hatred. Nina's desperation to prove her worth leads to her tragic confrontation with the police, highlighting the cruelty of her circumstances. Trapped in a cage of her own making, Nina lashes out, driven by a desperate need for acceptance and understanding. Her pleas fall on deaf ears, drowned out by the roar of fear and ignorance. The revelation that Flag has been manipulated by Ilana adds another layer of complexity to the already tangled web of deceit. Like a viper in the grass, Ilana strikes again, her venomous words poisoning Flag's mind and twisting his loyalties. Professor Macpherson's testimony becomes a crucial piece of evidence, raising doubts about Cersei's true intentions. The scales of justice begin to tip as the professor's words cast a shadow of uncertainty over Cersei's claims. The truth, elusive and fragmented, begins to take shape. The discovery that Cleophas was planted to frame Macpherson exposes Ilana's true colors and her willingness to go to any lengths to manipulate events. Like a puppeteer pulling strings, Ilana orchestrates a web of deceit so intricate, even the most astute observers are left blind. Flag's unwavering belief in Cersei despite mounting evidence of Ilana's treachery underscores his naivety and vulnerability, setting him up for a devastating fall. Bound by loyalty and blinded by faith, Flag remains steadfast in his devotion to Cersei, unaware of the treacherous storm brewing around him. Ilana's confession of her manipulative tactics reveals her ruthless ambition and lack of empathy. The mask slips away, revealing a heart as cold and calculating as steel. Her words are a chilling testament to her insatiable hunger for power, leaving behind a trail of shattered lives in her wake. Ilana's justification for killing Nina stems from personal grief and a twisted sense of loyalty, highlighting the tragedy of their relationship. Driven by pain and delusion, Ilana believes that this act of violence is a testament to her love for Nina. A tragic symphony of manipulation and betrayal plays out, leaving only heartbreak in its wake. The creature Commandos are offered a new home by Amanda Waller, suggesting a potential shift in their allegiance and fate. A glimmer of hope emerges from the darkness as Waller extends an olive branch, offering a haven for these lost souls. The creature's future hangs in the balance. Jon's obliviousness to Ilana's manipulations underscores his naivete and vulnerability, setting him up for potential future conflict. Unaware of the darkness lurking beneath the surface, Jon walks blindly into a trap. His innocence will be tested and his world shattered. The episode ends with lingering questions about the nature of power, loyalty, and morality, leaving viewers eager for further exploration. The curtain falls on a world teetering on the brink of chaos, where truth is elusive and allegiances are forged in fire. What will become of these fractured souls? Only time will tell. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.